Howdy everybody, JJ with Texas Crappie Assassins here. I've had a few questions from a few of you different viewers and subscribers, how my my livescope pole setup is, that you wanted to see it a little closer, so here I am. It's a pieces and parts off the original trolling motor, which came on my bass tracker. It's a 94 old motor guide deal, so I'm gonna spin you around and give you a little tour of it. I want you to know it's been on here for over a year and a half now, and it's a little beat up. I have to do some maintenance to it, but here you go. So first off, this is where the splines came up through. I just epoxied PVC on it so I could have a handle. Short end is pointing towards wherever we're headed. So if there's a brush pile, I'm shooting it, I'm casting it out wherever that's pointed. It's got the stainless shaft. Here is mounts that were original with the motor guide. I just looked at it, came up in my head how I wanted to do it. Made this bracket, which as you can see, I've hit some stumps and it has bent it up. So I need to bend it back down. This is loose, this is a stop, so when you're moving it doesn't just flip forward. But you can take this out. I usually take this out and lock up my transducer when I'm not using it. And then this is just a knob I came up with. Spring bolt. It's got a hole that goes through. So what I do when I'm out there and I'm in position and ready to lower it, it just goes up like so, and then you got that pin, it comes out, it hits that. Like I said, I need to do a little maintenance on it, but that'll keep it from kicking down when you're moving, because I typically I'll move probably about up to 3 miles an hour with it in there, so my side imaging is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and I can scan the brush that I'm seeing with it. If I don't see what I like, I move on. But yeah, it'll spin 360 all the way around. This here, the threads are pretty wore on it, as you see in my last video, but that locks it into place. You just loosen it and then it's free again. Like I said, I got to do some maintenance on it, but it's worked very well for the last year and a half. So now let's get down to the transducer part. As you can see, they came out with perspective mode however long ago. I just took an L bracket, I bent it the way I wanted, got it to work. It works just fine, and it's just got a wing nut on there. Obviously it was kind of a test run to see if it was going to work, and it works just fine. So I haven't even messed with it. Could go with all stainless, and probably should, and I will at some point, but I just have a rubber bushing in there. You tighten it down and it holds it plenty tight. I got a rubber bushing behind the in between the transducer and the L bracket. So you can take it and obviously spin it down. Obviously I need a little more rope or cord there, but spin it down, face it however you need it facing for your perspective view, and it works good. So, and you can tell right there it's probably about facing forward or whatnot, but it has adjustments to it. It's nothing fancy. It works for me. It's simple. And then we're back to regular mode there, forward mode. But really, that's all there is to it. Not a whole lot to it, but it's been working great for me for over a year and a half. Other than bending back brackets and tightening some things down and maybe switching over to some more stainless stuff with that bracket and what down there is about all I'm going to do with it. So hope this answered you guys' questions. If you have more, leave comments, and I can give you a whole tour of the boat if you want. My unit I run is just it's a 74 SV plus, and then I have a 73 SV on the console for my side imaging. So, and my maps, seems how the 74 is a offshore one. It doesn't have the maps, but it's all good. I like my setup, and when I can, I'll probably put one up on the front also and network them together so whoever's up front can watch the screen up there. So, alrighty, this is JJ out. Thank you for watching. Bye.